I'm sure that everyone here is aware that we have a lot of problems, especially in this current economy. People are losing jobs, they're losing their houses, and it's a struggle to support your family. And while there's a lot of importance to ministries which provide food and shelter for the homeless and the disadvantaged, there's one thing that's often overlooked, and that's that for many of these people in these situations, it's nearly impossible for them for contact with their family, or really just to make contact with people outside of the shelters and outside of the counselors. And that's one thing that's very important, because at this point, especially our country's history, everybody is at risk of becoming homeless, losing their house, losing their car. And it's not always just a series of bad luck. You could have made bad choices, or you could also suffer from an illness, be it mental or be it physical, and no longer be able to provide for yourself. But the important thing is to remember that no matter what your situation, people are still people, and it's very important to view these people who are experiencing homelessness as human beings. Why I find this so important is I was raised in a very typical middle-class household. Parents always worked. I had everything I wanted, most things I needed, and my brother was the same way. However, my older brother is now 29. We have not seen or spoke to him for several months, and the last we heard, he was living in a homeless shelter in Nashville, Tennessee. He never drank, he never got arrested, he never did drugs, but unfortunately he does suffer from a mental illness. So last Thanksgiving, we found the phone rang from a Nashville number because they had organized a phone bank so that everyone could call their loved ones and let them know how they were doing and just to connect for just a moment. And that's one thing that's so important, is because everybody that you see on the streets or asking for food or sleeping in a shelter's bed is there's someone's brother, someone's sister, someone's mama, and everybody, and for somebody, there's someone's baby. And that's a very important thing to remember. And that's why I would like everybody to think about donating to causes, be it a cell phone bank or phone cards, so that long distance calls can be placed free of charge on major holidays or just certain times throughout the year, so that these people who don't have much of anything can still reach out and make that human connection. Because it's important, and it's also not just important for those people, but for the families that they may have left behind or can no longer contact, to know that everything is still going well and they're still happy and that they're still loved. And for most people, that's one of the most important things. It's not knowing that you just have what you need, but also knowing that you're emotionally supported. And therefore, I would really like to suggest that if it's not funds, most shelters on major holidays such as Thanksgiving and Christmas will set up phone bank, and you can volunteer with your phone or with a phone card and help these people to contact their family and their loved ones. And I would really encourage everyone to just take a moment and think about the people you've seen on the streets and think about how to connect with them in a human manner, because that's probably the most important thing you could spend in your day. It doesn't take any time and it doesn't take any money, just to connect on the human level. And by this, I believe that we can help bring back, we might not bring back the lost, and you can't help people who don't want to be helped, but it's nice to know that if we're ever in the same situation, that we are being supported. Thank you.